The work doesn't end when spring practice wraps. Because the climb, it's not just physical. It's mental, emotional, personal. It's about growing when no one's watching and preparing for the moment when everyone is. This program is built on more than football. It's built on people.
Go showcase your identity. Every single play, let them feel you playing Florida State football. Every play, everything you got, you don't give a play off. Be relentless. Go be explosive. Go be who you are. I'm gonna have your back. You have mine. You have each other. Whatever it takes. It's your time because you made it your time. Hey, it's time to go. Let's go on this. 1, 2, 3.
Before the players lead, the coaches guide. This spring, two of the most relentless voices belonged to Tim Harris Jr. and Herb Hand in a program where the standard lives in the smallest reps. Their energy drives the room and shapes the climb.
Good. You're gonna move people today, Lucas. You're gonna move people today, Rizzy. Let's go, let's move some people today. Full speed!
I think Coach Hand, I mean, he's really, he's a special man. He's one of the best teachers that there are when it comes to offensive line play.
Coach Norvell has done a great job of establishing the expectations of the program and the standards of the program. My job is just pick up the banner and carry it forward.
Good, Estes. Good, Estes.
Having coached at a bunch of really good programs, one of the things that jumps out to me at Florida State is that you want to be at a place where expectations are high. Nobody rises to low expectations.
Coach Hand's a fiery coach, one of the best offensive line coaches I've ever worked with.
He is truly a coach that loves his players. He's hard on them, he's demanding on them to know that he's always consistent with those players and pouring in and really caring about them more than just the jersey number that they wear.
Hey, that's a way to come off the ball. That's a way to come off the ball though. Now finish it on this sled. Let's go. Guys, let me explain this. We're gonna leverage this thing, we're gonna strike it, we're gonna lift it, we're gonna run it. I want that thing lifted. You lift it, you're off. You don't lift it, you go again, Next group. Get set, post, snap. First group's up. Grab it. No, same group. Come on, Jaden. Bring your feet. Let's go. Right, left, right. Do it again. Here we go.
Our goals for the offensive line are pretty simple. Put hats on hats, be great communicators up front, but be the best versions of ourselves every day, and then the results will take care of themselves.
They don't just coach fundamentals.
Hey, everything that I want us to focus on right now is about work, right?
They coach identity.
Let's work, man. We win by winning the rep.
Urgency, discipline, detail.
Right now, I want us locked in and focused on doing our job at a high level. Do we all understand that?
They demand it every day.
Our job is to win the rep. We've done some good things today. We can be a lot better. So let's make sure we show that, all right? Let's go. It's all about the finish.
And their players rise to meet it.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, get all you can. Go. Boom. Hey, lean on him. Really make him feel it. So that he can fight to hold that space and go get that ball however you got to go get it. All right, go. You want to work the drill to help guys be prepared to play.
Coach Harris, I think, is you're a special coach. I mean, we're so fortunate to have him here. Leading our receiver position.
Working with Coach Malzahn for 3 years, and then Coach Hand, same deal. when you go into an offensive staff room and the continuity that we have together. Coach Norvell built a great staff, great guys that we all have a lot in common. So that part of it was really easy for me altogether. How I came into coaching and how I was brought up, that hasn't changed. So I'm a player's coach. I listen to my guys. I make sure they understand what our standards are on a daily.
We got to do our job at a high level. You remember by your last play. All right? Let's be our best the rest of the day. Go! Yep, keep working. Snap off. Go get it. However the ball comes, you adjust to it and go get it. Okay, get up underneath. Good job.
But my goals as a coach, get our group better from day to day. You know, we want to be the very best that we can every Saturday that we step out on the field. You know, we want to develop a group of playmakers. We want to develop a group that, you know, shows that we're going to play hard in every area that comes with playing the position. But we're just going to get better every single day, man. You know, I'm excited to coach this group. They've taken our coaching, and they're excited to show, you know, who they can be as an overall wide receiver unit.
Say this like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. Change the game on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get to what we got to get.
With how many new guys we have, you know, I think 3 on offense and 3 on defense, sometimes you would think that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time for guys to really get to know each other. But the way that it was done, you got 3 guys coming from the same place on both sides of the ball.
I have a long-standing relationship with Coach Malzahn. And then, you know, Tim Harris is a guy that I worked with for a couple of years at UCF prior to coming here. That has made the transition that much smoother, is the familiarity that you have with those guys.
And then working with Coach Malzahn. Coach and I have been together for 3 years. I was his offensive coordinator last year, so I know the trust level that he has in me. And you know, when you're working with someone who trusts you to be in that kind of role, you understand that you're someone for them to lean on too. And that's a part. It's still, again, it's a part of my growth as a coach, knowing that there are going to be things that he leans on me to help him with, because we've been there. We've been in fights together. We've been in battles together. So that's continued to be great. And then with Coach Hand, I worked with him from two different angles. I was the running back coach with him for 2 years, where we worked very closely together. And then last year, going back as a coordinator and having to make sure that he and I are always on the same page, that was great. So having him here, man, you know, all 3 of those guys, it's been great for me, great for my overall growth, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that makes this staff pretty special is, whether guys have worked together or not. I mean, it's really a staff that's gelled really well together. And there have been past relationships and guys that have been a part of each other's coaching careers, whether it was being able to work together, whether competing against each other, just having a familiarity of the skills and talent that these coaches have brought. When you come together a part of a staff, I mean, it really does become just a bigger extension of your family. And these coaches, they pour all that they have into it, and there is a great deal of respect for the job that each of them do. To see guys that or that care about not just what they do, but who they get to be a part of the journey with is it's really what makes this job worth it.
The Seminoles are known for their grit, intensity, and work ethic on the football field. But that's not the only setting these athletes excel. For FSU football, the coursework is just as crucial as the game. The long days, the endless effort, the commitment to finish what they started. It all led to this moment, this degree, and most importantly, life after football.
It's a special day to see a young man graduate, and for our guys, the way that they've achieved not just getting through the coursework, but really achieving at a high level. Coming off another semester, we had the best ever team GPA. It was something that I was really proud of. I'm just proud of each and every one of them.
You guys do in the commitment and the high achieving marks you do, not only in your sport. I mean, this is Florida State. We're different, right? Not only in your sport, but what you're doing academically by setting these records. Just truly appreciate it.
Robert Scott, Master's of Science in Athletic Coaching. Omar Grant, Jr. Sion Lalahea, Daniel Lyons.
It means a lot, this being my second degree. It was most definitely a big accomplishment. Didn't really expect it, me coming out of high school, knowing I was gonna get 2 degrees. Just truly a blessing just to have another degree on the wall at home. Feels good.
Graduating from Florida State, it just means a lot to me. This was my dream school growing up, and just having my family there, you know, seeing me walk across the stage. They're from Jamaica. My mom and dad didn't graduate, so just being able to walk the stage in front of them and graduating from a major university like this, it was just amazing.
When you come to a place like this, you want to win a national championship, you want to get your degree, and you want to go to the NFL. Those are my 3 box rules for college football at this level. A lot of us get 1, more or less 2 and 3. You know, it's hard to win a national championship. It's hard to play in the NFL and get in the NFL. But everyone that enter college should get a degree.
It was a great experience, just being able to talk to the people beside me. I've never met them. That was my first time ever meeting them. Just having a conversation with them, letting them know, like, hey, great job. I don't know you, but congratulations on all your accomplishments throughout your life. You're here with me. Just a big congratulations to everybody that graduated on that day. Super proud.
Take a picture, right? Hey, get you a picture too. Come on. Hey, Dad. Yo.
Roydell Deshaun Williams.
Congrats, well done, well done. Thank you, man. Just can't take the feeling away from it. Can't take these moments for granted, and absolutely best to be here.
It's just such a blessing to have all my family support. It's very important. Actually, I'm the first son of my family, so I'm very excited for it.
Late nights, early mornings. It was days I wanted to quit, and I didn't. And thankfully, the Lord sustained me.
Throughout my years being here, the ins and outs, the ups and downs, not everything is perfect, but they take you through everything step by step to get you where you need to be, and we graduated.
The Climb is presented by Tico Peoples Gas, delivering natural gas that helps you save energy and earn cash back. Learn more at peoplesgas.com. Richie Leonard IV is a leader on the field and serves off of it. An anchor for the offensive line and for something much bigger. Richie has embraced every opportunity to make an impact. He serves the community because it's who he is.
I think Richie, I think he's a special player. I mean, he's a guy that's really worked and earned everything that he has. Unfortunately, he had to overcome adversity last year with a season-ending injury. But what stands out about him as much as anything is just his heart. I mean, he is. We talk about the values of our program being service, sacrifice, and respect, and he lives that. Anytime that there's an opportunity that presents itself to be able to go give back to the community, to be able to serve others. Richie's one of the first people that are signing up. And then he's not a guy that just shows up. I mean, he's so impactful, and just to see him engage himself with all those around. I mean, whether it's people in need, whether it's just to be a smiling face, or to be able to give back to the community in some fashion. Richie answers that call.
What inspired me to get involved in community service was seeing the need. I say it started in my hometown. Probably coming up in high school, and just knowing that I've been blessed with all these opportunities and all this availability to certain resources, and I know that's not the case for everybody, so it's only right to give that back whenever you can.
To be able to have the talent that he has, but also the servant nature that he brings is truly special.
I say my upbringing with my family definitely valued service. My mom's a teacher. My dad gives back to the community in a multitude of ways back home. So definitely, it's a strong family value. I just went on about a week-long sports mission trip to Argentina. We got to go put on a flag football day for them, and then one of the parents, a mom, came up to me and she said, "You guys coming out here doing this is them getting to get a little taste of what they've been missing out on."
I want it all. I mean, I want every bit of who they are to be able to impact those that you're around, whether it's your team, whether it's the university, and then obviously the community and all those that are looking up to these guys, and it sends a wonderful message within the team, but also inspires others to do more.
I remember when I was a kid, I had some really strong role models and some really strong examples that would do similar stuff to that. So my mom, we got a great relationship. We've, always been real tight. I'd say my whole family is a real tight-knit family. So her impact on me was huge, especially during her battle with cancer, because of the timing of when she was diagnosed. I remember I went home. We have that 2-3 day break right before we start fall camp, the last little bit of freedom we might have for those next couple of weeks before we lock in. I remember going home and feeling how things were just off a little bit. But right before I left to come back to school, I remember her telling me, she called my sister on the phone and I was there in person, and she told us both at the same time that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. And I remember as soon as I heard it, there was just like a wave of emotions that had hit me. But she immediately reassured us both with her next words after she told us she was diagnosed with cancer were, "I don't want this to disrupt you guys' lives. I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry about me." So being able to see her be able to be that strong, you know what I mean? It's like if she can do that, I feel like there's nothing I can't do, because I've seen an example of what it takes, of how to be strong, how to fight through moments, especially when there's other people involved. She wasn't strong for herself, she was strong for us, you know what I mean? So it was just, she's a fighter. I think that's where I get it from.
You look at this program and the examples that we've been able to have. We've had multiple All-State Good Works team members. We've had Dylan Gibbons won the Warfel Award for the first time in school history. I mean, we've had a lot of guys that have been celebrated for their service. And when you see guys come in and just specifically guys like Richie that really come in hitting the ground running when it comes to making an impact.
I think it's just the ability to still mold them, you know what I mean? They're the future of our country, of everything, you know what I mean? So being able to give back to the youth and then to give back to kids it's amazing.
Meet fellow Floridian Brenda Marie. Brenda's a dedicated dog lover with 7 of her own. Yes, 7. Brenda loves beautifying her pack with her new natural gas tankless water heater, for those days when everyone needs a new do. She also loves earning a valuable cashback rebate. Now you can too by installing an energy-efficient gas water heater. Up to $700 cash back. Love your home even more with natural gas.
Championship rosters don't build themselves. They're sculpted, piece by piece, decision by decision.
Going to Florida State!
At Florida State, recruiting is about more than stars and stats. It's about fit, culture, long-term vision. From Peter Warrick to Jameis Winston, from Ernie Sims to the next wave, Florida State breeds difference makers. Through NIL, scholarship strategy, and development, we're building a roster built to win now and last.
I think college football has changed so much, and you obviously you have NIL, transfer portal, different dynamics that you have to and get to work through. But it's also it still comes down to the base of finding the best fit, finding the guys that truly fit together, fit the culture of what we desire.
Yeah, I think when you look at recruiting, right, and it all comes down to evaluation. And when you look at evaluation, it's not just athletic, it's also character. And so when you're talking about different things of recruiting, the fit's important, obviously, for the player and his athletic qualities, but also what he's going to bring to the locker room, what he's going to bring to the community, and what he's going to bring to the classroom and campus.
You go through this path, it's still making sure that we maintain our focus on finding the right fit, the right guys that come and will pour everything they have into this program on the field, but also represent it the way that we want to off the field. There are a lot of factors with NIL. I mean, there's it's a very competitive world that these guys are living in, and making sure that we find guys that truly value the all-inclusive experience. Because I want somebody somebody that truly values the opportunity to grow as a man, that's going to be, taken care of on and off the field, and that can pour, their heart and every bit of, their work into the opportunity they have, because they'll forever be a Florida State Seminole.
We're in the business of collecting information, and every recruit that we sit there and we evaluate, we're looking at a 1,000-piece puzzle. And so each piece of information tries to paint a clearer picture, right? And so you're trying to limit the miss and risk mitigation in those to where each piece of information, whether it's something in the classroom, something of information, something athletically, how they care about the game, are they compliant, are they defiant, whatever that may be, we want to make sure we're collecting as much as we possibly can to have the best informed decision in each individual case. I think you break it down into different buckets. And so the evaluation is a component as well, as far as athletically goes. And so, hey, the in-person evaluation, what is his film grade? What is his combine grade in those evaluations that we have on file? But also, what is their in-person evaluation? What is his knowledge of the game? How is he treated by teammates? Is he a captain? Is he a leader? Right? How is he in the classroom? And so talking to as many people on his campus that you're going to have interaction with too. How is he around authority? Does it differentiate if he's not around authority? Right? How is he viewed by his teammates? And everything in between. So it's not just an athletic evaluation. We also want to have a character evaluation, an academic evaluation, and what the fit of the person is that we're bringing to this university.
Well, I mean, this is a special place, and it's a place that has one of the greatest traditions in the history of college football. But it's also a program that it's going to demand and develop all. And when you talk about an all-inclusive experience, this is a team that's going to compete for championships on the field, but it's also going to be a place where we say where stars come to shine, and we're going to recruit the best of the best. And when they come here, I want them to shine bright in everything that they do, on the field, off the field, in the classroom, in the community. We want to be able to utilize the platform that they have and to allow them to go and let the world see. And to help them on their journey to go be the best players, to be able to achieve the dream of playing in the National Football League, but to be able to be a part of such a special program and an incredible community representing Florida State. I mean, there's nothing like it.
Everyone's path and journey is also different. And so not necessarily where they've been, but where we can get them towards working together collectively in the holistic approach of things. Right? And again, it's our job, the spotlights exist at Florida State. Right? It's our job to make sure that they shine bright, because that's where stars come to shine.